Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to moments if were not filmed, no one would believe. And I've done a lot of reactions similar to this recently, and I mean, these videos are always just quite fun to see, and I know they go down quite well, so we're here with more of them, right? But I mean, I done a reaction to this channel yesterday, and the video was actually not too clickbait. Like, it's weird with YouTube nowadays, you expect with a title and a thumbnail, you're going to be clickbaited and it's going to be nothing like it. But to be fair, it showed the thumbnail, and it also had a lot of clips that actually were quite interesting to see. Hopefully this lives up to sort of that video as well, but I don't really know. But hopefully you're going to enjoy as well. Quick shout out to my Instagram again. Been a tough few days for me, so I had a few updates on my Instagram. What's it? Pictures of the aftermath of the mess that happened. But yeah, links in the description for my Instagram if you're interested in seeing that or just following anything basically. And same for my Patreon and Twitter, links are all there for those interested. But let's jump into it, man. Let's see what clips are in this. And we're starting with a bear. Have I seen this one before? A bear at a swimming pool.
There are some out-of-the-ordinary events that if they were not filmed, most people would not believe. An absolutely unbelievable moment happened at the Macau's qualification race, when one of the drivers missed a turn, and the car had to brake, causing a massive snowball effect.
And there's millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Oh, jeez. What the fuck? So what happens here? Do they just have to like restart the race, or are all these drivers just out the race now? Like, what?
Luckily, no one was hurt, but the race was suspended.
I can see that
there we go.
Rosenquist is out of the car.
Madness.
My first thought is that everybody's okay.
At the Wushu Games, there's this crazy type of event in which basically two people coordinate a routine, and one of them has to avoid getting hit by a spear. And the ability that these athletes have is pretty crazy, considering one wrong move and you can get seriously injured.
What the fuck? Bro, it's so weird, the talents that some people have, man. Like, I said it in the last video, like, how do people, like, get into this kind of thing? I respect it, it's crazy to watch, and goddamn it's talented, but, like, some dangerous thing to get into, man. Is that a real spear as well, or is it like a blunt end one? It looks quite sharp. Yo, you're nuts. You're moving nuts, man.
Currently, the world record for fastest two-wheeled mile was made by Terry Grant in a Range Rover, and it really makes us wonder if we truly need two wheels to drive a car, and not to mention how bizarre it all looks.
This morning, so let's hold our breath for him. Let's watch him well, because he goes through the right, now the left. This is where he got the...
During a trip to Universal, a ballet dancer was taking a picture with one of the performers and wanted to show her crazy flexibility skills, and she left him in complete surprise. And then the actor in the Stitch
I mean, shit. Okay.
costume tried showing off his flexibility skills. An almost Matrix-like moment happened when a football player...
How can you get that flexible? I don't understand. Fuck, let's try. How do you... How do you do that? Nah, you're fucked, man. Can I put it behind my head? Oh my... Bruh. I could never. If you could be that flexible, tell me, because I'm just interested. I don't know, there's no other reasons, I swear. Don't, I don't know what I'm even getting at here, but it's just... How can you do that? How can you actually be this flexible? I swear, I'm only looking for that reason. Like, how? I don't get it. Like, in the Olympics as well. The gymnasts are nuts. Like, how they can do the things that they can do.
Took time to catch the ball.
Oh,
if you told someone that you saw a moose running in water, probably no one in the world would believe it. But this man who was in a boat managed to catch it on video, and it's quite bizarre.
Ridiculous. Like, how? Again, how?
When two Arctic experts were looking for polar bears, they started filming a glacier that seemed to start cracking out of curiosity. Little did they know the whole glacier was about to collapse, and they got very lucky.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Some people will do whatever it takes to win a competition. When a woman's table tennis racket fell, she started using her face to keep the game going and not lose a point.
Oh, you're nuts. How are you doing that?
The moon is a moon.
That's
It's
incredible.
neither a star nor a planet. A moment on live TV that most people wouldn't expect to happen was when in QVC they were showing off some new clothes designs, and the host got into a pretty heated debate if the moon is a star or a planet.
From the planet
Isn't the moon a star?
No, the moon is the planet, darling.
The sun is a star. Is
Well,
the moon really a planet?
The moon is a planet.
Don't look at me
honey.
like that.
It's
The sun is
it's
a star.
planet.
Is the sun not a star?
I don't know what the sun is.
The sun is
we
a
don't
star,
know what
isn't
the
it?
sun is.
Keenan Derry is an Australian professional water skier that pulled off a trick in which he catched up to a speedboat, going at speeds upwards of 40 miles per hour.
What? Wait, his feet? He's not like on a board or anything.
By just sliding through the water.
Yo,
An Australian
this would be so sick to
professional
do.
water skier that pulled off a trick in which he catched up to a speedboat, going at speeds upwards of 40 miles per hour, by
Are
just
you
sliding through the
nuts?
water.
Nah, that's ridiculous, man. How? Nah, that is
When the
ridiculous.
Tesla
man.
Cybertruck was first introduced, there were a lot
Is this when he smashes the window and he shows how strong it is and he just smashes
of
the
mixed
window?
feelings about the design, with some people loving it and others saying it looked like Porygon. But apparently someone liked it so much that they even made a DIY
wow.
replica at home.
Isn't as good, but
Even though crocodiles are extremely scary, watching them floating underwater kind of takes a bit of the scare factor out of it. With hot air balloons usually going up to heights up to 3,000 feet, being on one of those can be scary. This man decided to take it to a whole nother level when he stood on top of the hot air balloon and just chilled there drinking coffee.
what, man? Like, fuck. Oh, there's a plane as well. Jesus. I don't know if,
At the
if
Golden
I'd
Lady in
ever go on
Zurich,
a hot air balloon,
former-
man. I don't know if I'd ever do it, man. I don't know. Is this the one where she snaps it? It snaps, and then she breaks the world record one
Pole
go
vaulter
after.
Yelena Isinbayeva broke her previous world record in women's indoor pole vaulting by jumping a height of
Oh no, it isn't. It isn't.
5.06 meters, which would be around 200 inches.
I mean, she broke the record, but like there's a video where like someone breaks it and it just the thing just breaks, the stick breaks, and then the next go they break the world record or something. Still sick though. How did you get into pole jumping either? I don't really understand it. Like,
During the last lap of a Winter
just
Olympics
crazy,
race,
man.
one of the athletes was in last place by a long shot, but all of a sudden the other athletes took a tumble, resulting in the most unexpected gold medal in the sport's history.
oh no, that's amazing. Underdog story, baby. Let's go.
When a Ferrari was being chased by a police car, it did the most unexpected
This is
move to
fake.
lose
I
the
know
cops.
this is fake.
At a high school dodgeball game, one of the players made a crazy
was real, then
backflip
that
to
would be
dodge the
sick.
ball, which left everyone in disbelief.
Oh, madness. Yo,
A moment
this
that definitely
guy.
most people wouldn't believe if it weren't caught on camera is this tennis fan dipping her chicken strip into her soda at the US Open.
When cameras caught a woman at the U.S. Open.
See, I know people always say they like this stuff. I always thought they were just joking, but there's people who actually mean it, isn't there? People actually. How could you prefer like dipping it in Coke or like? It's like McFlurries. People dip their chips in McFlurries over like some barbecue sauce, man. Just come on, you're not actually being serious, are you?
Dipping a fried chicken strip into a cup of cola.
I mean,
When a
young
man
people
was
have their
taking a
fetishes,
nap
right?
near the side of his pool, he felt a weird
Fetishes
presence
isn't
near
the
him.
right word.
And well, to his surprise, he finds that a huge bear came into his backyard to take a sip
Imagine
of the pool
feeling,
water.
man. Jesus.
With the average serving speed in tennis being one of 140 miles per hour, the nets have to handle a massive amount of force coming their way. At a WTA tennis match, one of the players made a serve at such speed that made the net completely collapse.
Okay.
What looked like a pretty bad basketball shot ended up being one of the most crazy basketball trick shots,
Oh,
bouncing
you're
between
taking
the
the
board and
piss.
wall like 5 times before actually going in.
That is crazy.
What looked like it was about to be a sort of apocalyptic water tornado heading towards a city in Malaysia suddenly stopped right in its tracks and disappeared into the air.
Wow.
Here is powerlifter Steffi Cohen showing limits to the human body are meant to be pushed by making a 545-pound deadlift, which is
See, I've got to see this in kg. Pounds to kg, because I'm about to be shocked, man. Wait, so Wait, how much was it? 500. This is gonna be nuts, isn't it? 5-4. 250 kg. Oh no, that is nuts. I mean, I can do like 150 for one rep. Yo, I wouldn't want to mess with her, man. That is nuts.
Limits to the human body are meant to be pushed by making a 545-pound
Fair
deadlift,
play, man.
which is over 4 times their body weight.
She did it with quite ease as well, to be fair.
A couple of years ago during the Thanksgiving parade in New York
Not with ease, but you know what I'm saying? I reckon she could have got another 5 kg
City,
in that or
a
something.
sudden strong wind came by, which took the massive Barney balloon out, despite the effort from the performers in trying to stable him out. And well, when they decided to give up on Barney, it was still hard to pin the balloon down.
Fucking hell. Poor Barney.
Sometimes fans get the opportunity to play with their favorite NBA players. And one of the fans during a game managed to successfully
stops,
block
doesn't
Steph
he?
Curry. And when the ref was calling it a foul, but Steph backed the fan up and said it was just great defense. Even though Rams appear to be friendly, they're actually a bit aggressive
I've
and can
seen
make
this
damage
before
with their
as well.
horns. When a biker was following his path, he came across a ram, and the
I
ram
know,
went
well, it
directly
comes
at him.
like 5
Luckily, he
times,
was able to
doesn't it?
just go with no one injured.
It just chases him. God, Rams are nuts, man. Fuck that. I'd have nightmares seeing this happening to me.
Sometimes speeches can get boring. In the middle of President Trump's speech, the Dutch king couldn't resist to show a funny video to the Dutch prime minister.
What a guy.
The
What a
advantage of
guy.
skydiving from a helicopter is that it's much less stressful, because you can jump when you're ready, instead of having to rush out when the plane passes the desired stop. Even though it's less stressful, it still looks pretty scary, as you can see from this clip, filmed with a GoPro by Patrick Remington. Okay, this video is a very bizarre demonstration of a fish enjoying human affection, similarly like a dog does. The
What
fish
the
even played
fuck?
fetch with the human, something that's not normal behavior at all with fish. Probably one of the longest standing world records in sports is the 1991 long jump made by Mike Powell, which 19 years later and still no one can beat it. The distance the American athlete jumped was 8.95 meters, which is 29 feet and 4 inches.
New figures of 891.
A good lesson to learn is to never try to pass a car where there's a double line in the road. A truck driver decided to put everyone at risk when he passed a car on a double line because he couldn't see anybody coming his way. And in an anxiety-inducing moment, a car happened to be there.
Idiot, man. Oh my days. So special, bro.
Usually it's recommended to stay inside after a tornado, with some studies even showing that 50% of tornado-related injuries happen in post-tornado activities. This is why when a fireman saw a jogger
Just
right
a
after a
jogging, yeah,
tornado,
I've seen this one.
he was very confused.
Yeah, he's baffled, man. Humans, man, you can't beat us. You cannot beat us. But I mean, yeah, it was a good video, man. I just love seeing these. They're so funny to see. I bet people were scared when they saw the tornado, and I bet God was like, "Sight." The girl dodging the spear makes me even more convinced X-Men characters are real and live among us in civilian clothes. 920. Imagine when there's a tornado in your city and you just look out your window and say, "Oh my, what a good day to jump." 518. Are you okay, human? Shit, he alive. There's somebody how spooked out the bear gets as well. Why isn't anybody talking about the guy who clapped exact at the foot? What? I'm so confused. Oh my god, I died when I saw the girl who lost her ping pong paddle. Used that head instead. She was doing bits as well. The Ferrari guy definitely did do the trick for the first time. That Stitch one was so freaking cute. The girl trying not to get hit with a spear. Mine's like, yeah, man. Again, like I said, how you get into these things, again, I respect it. It's nuts. How you can do something like this is mind-blowing.
At the Wushu Games, there's this crazy type of event in which
Like, are you
basically two
nuts?
people coordinate a routine, and one of them has
Both of them as well, because obviously she's the one who's sort of stabbing or whatever, pointing at her. one wrong move from her and she's stabbing the other person. So it's a two-way thing, but her especially, like, what the hell?
To avoid getting hit by his spear. And the ability that these athletes
You're
have is
moving
pretty
nuts.
crazy, considering one
It's
wrong
incredible,
move and you
man.
can get seriously injured.
Every movement.
Currently, the world.
Oh, man, imagine like your eye getting poked out from that or something. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. I mean, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one. More of these reactions on the way. Suggest some videos you want to see in future. And yeah, until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.